Topic of the day sponsored by Heineken. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. The Ravens are a slight favorite at home against the Chargers on Sunday. Lamar Jackson has had a stellar rookie season, winning 6 of his 7 starts. One of those wins was 2 weeks ago against the Chargers right here in LA. So Shannon, who wins this one on Sunday?
Man, I went back and forth with this one, but I'm going to take the Chargers in a very close ball game, Skip. I just believe that in come playoff time, the game always inevitably comes down to a throw.
Yep.
And people look at, well, Shannon, you played with Trent Dilfer, but if you look at it, Skip, it still came down to a throw. You look at the Raiders game in the championship. You look at the Tennessee game, we're down 7-0, and Trent hit me. I ran it down to the 1, and we get back in control of the ball game.
What happened in the Raiders game?
Yeah.
Forget. What happened?
One throw.
Remember.
You know what I'm saying? Old big play had to pick him up, put him down.
Really?
Yeah.
How far was that? It was.
That's a record. You know, ain't nobody got that record yet?
I'm just teeing you up. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
It went for how far? Like 97 yards?
96 yards. The longest offensive play from scrimmage in playoff history.
Huh.
O'Shea.
Huh.
Yeah. I was an old man then. Old man.
But you are the greatest.
You know
that's what you tell me.
Now, you know, I don't know about the greatest football player, but I'm the greatest tight end.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable.
The GOAT of tight ends?
Yeah,
okay.
Really?
All right.
I think Blake Jarwin's going to have something to say.
You whatever. Look, the Ravens run a really, really weird offense. But the thing is, you've already played it once, and you played it 3 weeks ago. So you should have a better understanding of what to do.
Okay.
The problem is that this is what you have to guard against, Skip, is that Phillip Rivers turned the ball over. First play of the game, he threw a pick.
He did.
And he played terrible that game. The Ravens got after him. They sacked him 4 times. They forced him into 2 turnovers. And Lamar Jackson ran the ball down the throat. But here's now, if I'm San Diego, and I do this with a lot of quarterbacks, especially early on, I'm going to make Lamar Jackson throw the ball for 250 to 300 yards.
Okay.
And if he does that, I walk to the field at the end of the game, shake his hand, and say, good luck, man. Heck of a game.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you get 47, 50 carries, shorten the game on one end, because when they run the ball 47 times, and they've done that before, Skip, they're only going to give you 45, 50 plays. That's not nearly enough, because then it forces you to take unnecessary risk, and you play into the Ravens' hand. They got a very stout defense. They finished second in points allowed, number 1 in yards allowed, and they can get after your quarterback. So, no. And look at that Lamar Jackson, Skip. He's averaged, since he took over the starter, he averaged 17 rushes. If you equate that on a full season, that's 272 carries. That would have been second behind Zeke, your quarterback. So you see how they want to play this game, Skip. They want to they want to minimize his throws, maximize his legs. They got a bunch of running backs that can run the ball downhill, and they possess the ball, shorten the game, don't want to let you get big plays over the top of it. Rivers got to protect the football, but I'm going to go Chargers in a very close ball game. Again, 23-20.
23-20.
So, I like Baltimore in this game, and I believe from everything you just said, I think you actually like Baltimore too, but your preseason Super Bowl pick was as you call them, San Diego Chargers, right?
Ride with Phillip one more time.
And you're going to ride or die, and you might die, because I'm going to ride with Lamar in this game over Phillip. I'm going to ride with Tim Tebow in effect, because they're just running the Tim Tebow offense. They're doing it just like Tebow did it through that magical run of his, except Lamar is much more dangerous as a runner than Tebow ever dreamed about being, just as a runner.
You think so?
I would say so. Well, what?
He's more elusive. He's definitely faster. But Tebow turned the Broncos into the #1 rushing offense.
No, he did. And he was like a John Riggins at quarterback, right?
Yes.
If I can do that kind of analogy.
Yes.
But obviously, Lamar can gash you, man. If he gets loose, he is gone, because we even had the great Michael Vick admit, straight line, once he gets cranked, man, he's faster than Michael Vick was. Michael was more elusive than Lamar, but I'm going to say it one more time. I love this kid's poise under fire. I love the way he's operating this offense. They are catering to him, obviously, but he is embracing every bit of it. And he just looks like he's completely confident in what he's doing. I don't see any rookie flinches. I don't see any rookie grimaces. I don't see deer in headlights. I see a young man who has taken control of this offense, and the defense trusts Lamar as much as the offense does.
Yes.
And the defense has risen to his level that he's taken the offense to.
Because they're not going to be playing much, Skip. When you run the ball as many times as Baltimore Ravens, Ravens run it.
If you keep making first downs, right? So, I just think this is the hotter team at home, playing a West Coast team that has to travel to play effectively a 10 a.m. Pacific time game, right? And,
yes.
And it's just not that easy. And I think most of the pressure, not all of it, most of the pressure in this game is on Phillip Rivers.
Yep.
Because we got Phillip Rivers in his 15th season. He hasn't won a playoff game in 5 years since they won at Cincinnati in a wild card game. And he knows he's nearing the end. I don't know how much longer. We went back and forth yesterday. He's got a 9th kid on the way, and he said he wants to be there for his kids as they're growing up. So I think he's got to feel some pressure because they have a really good team. And you made a good pick before the season started because they got a shot. But I think they're going to run into a buzzsaw in this game because Lamar Jackson, to me, should be 7-0 as the starter here. He had Mahomes down 24-17, and it was 4th and 9 with 1 minute and 24 seconds left, and you know the rest of that story. But Lamar did his part to put them in position to win that game also. And again, they're doing it completely unconventionally, but it works.
Yes.
And I believe it will continue to work against the Chargers, and I believe Phillip will try to do too much a couple of times against a really savvy, experienced, nasty defense. And he's going to throw a couple of picks that will – I got this one way low scoring. I think it's going to be just a battle all day long.
You got 17-13?
I got 13-10. I got Dallas over New Orleans. I got that kind of a game where you go in thinking there's going to be some fireworks. I don't think there'll be any fireworks. 13. But I don't think Lamar will turn the ball over, and I do think Phillip will.
They got the thing that San Diego must do is do all they can to get the lead. And to try to take them out of the run game.
Then they're
because if you don't,
I know. I got
now. Why would I throw it? If I got a 10-3 lead or a 10-0 lead, why would I ever put the ball in the air? Baltimore is going to try to shorten this game, Skip. They want to stay on a manageable 3rd down. Well, we can throw it if we want to. We can run it. But we trust Lamar's legs a little bit more because it was very telling. Now last week they was in a 1-possession ball game. And they refused to let Lamar Jackson throw the football. Now, here's the thing. You know, in the playoff, Skip, you lose. There's no more tomorrow. And last week was a playoff game because, and plus you already knew that Pittsburgh had won because their game finished a little bit before yours. So you know what had happened.
Sure.
So, and really, the last 7 weeks was a playoff scenario because what I believe, they ended up. There's no way they could have known that Pittsburgh was going to suffer the collapse that they did. Because Pittsburgh was 3 clear of them with 6 to play. They end up losing, 4 of 6. And now all of a sudden you're in the catbird seat. So for the last 7 weeks, it's been a playoff scenario for the Baltimore Ravens. They've been able to get ahead. They've been able to run the football. Their defense only plays 50-55 snaps. The opposing team offense doesn't get that many opportunities. They start to press. You play into the Ravens, and the next thing you know, like, dang, how did we lose to a guy that just threw for 120 yards? Yeah, but they ran for almost 300.
And by the way, those 120 can be very effective if they come at the right points in the game because he's not a pretty thrower of the football, but I think he can be accurate and off the play action, off the read option action.
Well, you see he hit Andrews. And the next thing you know, that was 120, but he got 65 of it on one play.
Okay. That's what's going to happen.
He did have his best passing game week 16 against the Chargers. So if you're feeling
204,
confident, 204, and then he had that touchdown to
I got you, T-Sizzle. I got your back.
I mean, he's going to feel confident going into this one. Well, our next quarterback, not a rookie, but a lot of pressure. Will Dak lead the Cowboys to a win tomorrow night? I can't believe it's finally tomorrow. Eric Dickerson makes his pick next.